Good afternoon. I am feeling amazingly focused on reaching a specific group of people. I'm only talking to those who really want change in their life. And you're unsure if you can do it. You are sitting at the beacon of change, but it doesn't seem that you're close enough because, one, you feel like you're having a mental health crisis often. And what I mean by that is if you're evolving from a spiritual perspective, the way that you maneuver through the world, there's not time for that. And what I mean by there's not time for that is that there's not a allotted time for how spirituality shows up. I'm talking to those of you who struggle with time that is allotted in a 24-hour cycle. When you're on a spiritual journey and you're awakening parts of yourself that have yet to be awakened, but you know it's there, and you're working with the elevation of things that you have already awakened, you're moving through a space and time that cannot be measured by man's time. So I'm talking to you all. If you know, you know. And I'm saying these things to you because I believe they need to be heard. I'm venturing also on a soul journey to where I'm thinking about moving out of the country, and I would like to move to a country that I don't speak the language. And so I'm in the process now of learning to speak the language of the people. Therefore, I could connect with them on a soul and community level. Community is super duper important. So I'm also talking to you all, those of you who believe in community. No man is an island, and we can't grow all alone. There's a time and space for that, right? And so there's a time and space for us to be alone and withdraw and go within and do the spiritual work. There's a time and space for that, right? But there's also community that needs to be had, and community needs to be safe and compassionate and kind and your friend, whatever that looks like for you. For me, I want people to be my landing pad. I don't necessarily need someone to tell me what to do. However, I am open to suggestions. But most of the time, because my mind works the way that it does, and I have a tenacity for pattern recognition, I don't need that. The type of support that I look for, and your support may be different, but I'm just giving you my perspective. The support that I need is a landing pad. I need to be able to say the things that come up in my mind, no matter how crazy they sound, without judgment, but someone to just listen. And if I'm open to you giving me that feedback, then I'll take that, you know? And that's how I operate in my life. And so I'm looking for those types of people, those people who are looking for community that's best fit for them, like personalized for you. What is it that you need? We don't all need the same thing. However, you understand that community needs to be based around who you are as a person. That's who I'm looking for. That's number two. Number three, the third type of person I'm looking for is a person who's still unmasking, still figuring out what parts of yourself have you reconciled and what parts of yourself haven't you reconciled, right? And then bringing it all together and facing your not self and your shadow self and saying you're welcome here too. All the things that may not feel good about yourself, but they're welcomed because, right, in order for us to fit into community, in order us to show up for ourselves and others, we have to show up for ourselves first. we have to show ourselves compassion first. We have to love on ourselves a little bit more. And so that requires us to embrace all of ourselves. Not the beautiful, just the beautiful parts, but the ugly parts too. And the ugly parts are the hardest parts to accept because, you have to come face to face with parts of yourself that you may not have made peace with yet. Right? And so those are the people that I'm looking for. So if that sounds like you, and you like what I'm talking about, you can just kindly follow me. I'm on Fanbase, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, as well as Facebook, which is my old stomping grounds. And I was getting ready to leave them, but it looks like they made some changes. So I may just continue to be there. But I'm looking for those of you who are interested in this. I'm not the most beautiful, but I am beautiful. I'm not the most tallest, but I'm tall enough. I'm looking for those of you who are learning to feel good with you and accepting yourself just the way you are and loving the fullness of you. So if that sounds like you, and we can talk more about it, and we can grow together, and we can learn our way through the world together, let's do it. Looking forward to meeting you. Take care.